Hello everyone and welcome to another video with me, Umber Rays. Feeling pretty good today, actually. A little down on the sleep, but actually doing fine because I had a really good stream today, a really long stream. Hope I can upload that to YouTube in the very near future, but until then, got some things to talk about today, specifically about a little bit of a PSA that I feel like we need to run every so often, and I'm sure people know about this and might go, well, Umbra, I already know this, and so why are you doing this again? Because, you know, sometimes you let down your guard, and sometimes you think, hey, it's going to be just fine, and this is a pretty big, in my opinion, burn when it comes to this game. Like, it just feels really, really bad, and yeah, I have heard more instances of this happening lately. So every once in a while, I like throwing out a PSA just to remember some things. And, you know, maybe about burning out on playing this game, maybe about just spending too much time in this game. You know, this is, every once in a while, a PSA is good. And this time, we're talking about the shops. Of course, there are the, you know, your shops like this where you can spend real money potentially, and you have your, you know, every series of banner shops where it's just like, oh yeah, look, you can buy this for paid lapis, or hey, maybe you could buy whatever this is for not paid lapis, and maybe even this or this, or okay, you would never buy this, hopefully. But yeah, there is a lot of potential of potentially, you know, buying the wrong thing in the shop, and that's kind of why I'm just saying that you guys should always double, triple, quadruple check before you ever end up buying. And I do think that the Otis is a little bit on Gumi here, that the shops should just run better. I mean, it's even like comically bad about the fact that for anybody who's been playing this game for a long time, there was the resetting bug where it would like reset you to the top. So sometimes if you were just trying to buy multiple things, you could accidentally just kind of get reset to the top, and then you'd accidentally purchase something without really looking, and it just feels bad because there are some things that you just intuitively think aren't going to happen, and then they do happen, and that doesn't feel real good, and I don't particularly think that it feels real good ever. And I think we all know that like saving up is an important thing for free to players, and heck, even whales. I think it's a good idea to not spend your resources poorly in this game. And God, these shops are just filled with potential for poorly spending your resources. Like currently, when it comes to this game, I'm spending a lot of time trying to get ready for Final Fantasy VII, because that is probably going to be a major series of banners for me. I'm just I am actually a little bit afraid of coming into the shop and just spending any time in here. Like most days, I won't even come into these. I won't come to the Whimsy shop to see what's in there. I just won't, because I really don't want even the opportunity to try and get my resources. But recently on the JP side, and this is a heads up for maybe globalers too, there's this thing which has popped up, and this thing is real dangerous here. So this runs on soul medals. Basically, when you get a unit over level 99, you know, you have enough shards to max them out in terms of not awakening, but limit breaking. You start getting like now EX medals, and you also still get your UR medals. And here you can spend a lot very quickly. Like here, this one for 150 of these, 300 medals. Not saying that it isn't potentially worth it. I mean, this is a high quality item for upping limit burst. You know, trust masteries, 900 skip tickets might even be potentially, you know, interesting for some people, but I don't think that that is necessarily a good idea. And So you always should double check your shops, what the currency it's using. Because now, like, I think most of us have this expectation that, you know, you start at the top and here are your, you know, your tokens, your anniversary tokens maybe, or your tokens from pulling on a banner. So that's what you kind of expect when you hit right up here. And then you have your friends, your arena, and so on and so forth. And then down here, this is where really where you see like the UR medals, the SSR medals, like all of that stuff is just pops up in here. So yeah, I think that it was time for a little bit of a PSA. And I do know that there was someone, a JP player, who did this recently, and this is not made to like single them out and laugh at them, because I know quite a few players who have accidentally bought something, and when you spend 2,000 lapis maybe on like a bunch of rainbow EXP cubes, it just feels absolutely awful. So I don't think it's ever a thing that we should be laughing at anybody in the community for doing. It's a painful thing. And the other thing is, you may be laughing now, but I mean, with all of these shops and just so much stuff kind of coming in and out for the shops and all of that, it is always potentially like there is a real potential chance that you just end up going on the wrong shop, and you just get kind of excited about something where you're like, oh, well, this thing at the top, right? This is, oh, it's just SSR medals. You know, you didn't look extremely careful at it. The icon's kind of small maybe on your screen, and you just go in and you buy 900 skip tickets thinking, wow, what value for, oh, those were URs. URs lately are like really important for getting extra character shards, or maybe if you wanted to try for like a random UR, although really I don't think those are very good anymore. If you wanted to buy like the mind spheres, like currently for globalers, Final Fantasy X mind spheres are in there, and you can buy 150 of them, and I think it works out to roughly about, I don't remember, I want to say it's like 600-700 UR medals. Maybe that's way too much. Maybe my memory is definitely going on me. It's okay. The comments will correct it. Probably, I'm going to say 4 different people are going to correct it by the time this video has been around for about 48 hours, maybe. It sucks. The shops in this game, really, man, I think there needs to be put like some more warning systems in place. Like, do you understand that, like a double warning system of just being like, no, really, this is what you are about to spend, kind of thing. Because, man, does it just feel bad. And it doesn't matter if you're a long-term player or a new player. As a matter of fact, I think new players a lot of the times will just end up kind of quitting sometimes because of the resources that they accidentally spend. And it's just, I'm never going to financially recover from this, is the meme. So yeah, overall, just to close out this video, because I don't really want to talk forever about this. I'm tired. Be very, very careful about what you are buying in the shops and with what currency. There are some new alternatives to spending UR medals here on the JP side, which is, I guess, another PSA for the future. But honestly, given how potentially hard it can be for players, you definitely want to manage all of your currencies pretty carefully. And into the future, you'll have more, but there are ways of using these to make maxing URs in the future, or even lower tier characters with lower medals. So be very careful where you spend it. So yeah, that's it for the PSA. That's all to say. Hope you're doing well, and thanks for watching. Take care. See you.